Okay, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to JPTV and welcome to round 3 of the F3 Championship, coming from the desert that is the Bahrain International Circuit in Bahrain, funny enough. And yeah, as ever, Ash is with me tonight. He was in a foul mood because of some politics, so yeah, that's fun. Obviously, there's no delay as usual. F3 doing F3 things, but while I am waiting, I shall update you on the driver standings for the first time this season. If I could see, because the calendar is ridiculously small again. A Flying Foam leads away with on 24 points and has an 8-point lead over AMK Future, with Pavlovich in third place on 16 points. So joint second, I beg your pardon, and then it's Adventures Machine onto the podium in 5th place, and then it's FTR Aaron, Chicken Ohms, RJDW, I don't know what his name is anymore, Schwab and Ray Bay round up the top 10. That is the driver standings. I won't go through the whole grid. Constructor standings as it is, I was waiting my page to load up, is Foam and Chicken leading the way, so it's a family affair at the top of the tree there, as RJ and Adventures in second place with a 10-point deficit. It's ANK and Ray Bay, Paul and Booster, Julian onto the podium. There's Yarm and Aaron, Shreb and Steba, Cheat and Fizzo, Lars and Reese and BU89 and Notorious rounding up the top 10. So yeah, that is how things stand currently. Yeah, it is, like I said, there's a short delay, and currently got 14 drivers in the lobby, which will be disappointing if that's what we're starting with. I hope you won't. Bahrain, not a lot of people like it for some reason, which I'm quite surprised. I quite like it, but it's unique as it's one of 2 tracks on the calendar that is a night race, and the other one being Singapore, of course. So yeah, hopefully my co-commentator has calmed down a little bit in the last 5 minutes, and maybe he can give us his thoughts on the track.
Shit track. Hate it. But in actual fact, yeah, I have slightly calmed down. I'm still pissed. But you know, Bahrain, I hate it. Plain and saying it, I do not enjoy this track as much as I enjoy others. I just plainly not only am I not quick here, I just do not find this satisfaction of driving this track. It's just so uncomfortable to drive for me, and I just don't really have the fun driving it. But I mean, I still got a decent result, but oh well. Bahrain, of course, the night race, but I mean, do we really care, to be fair, about night races in general? I mean, in the end, it's still a race. It's a night race, yeah, but like, does it really matter? So I mean, like, Bahrain, just another track for me that I want to dispose of.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you wasn't up for watching a bit of F3 action tonight, you certainly are now after those comments. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, Frame leading the way. So Ash, I mean, who's your money on for tonight? Is it? Do you think you can make a challenge for the victory, or do you think it'd be like someone like AMK or Ray who will win this race?
I think like from Aaron, possibly AMK, yeah, those 3 are the main contenders for the race win. But I mean, it's Bahrain, who knows, really. We saw a surprise in F1, but I mean, yeah, but anything can happen here, so I'm hoping for an exciting race, but I don't know.
Right, I already know the answer to this question, but what would be the ideal strategy for tonight?
One stop. Yes, supers to mediums, fastest. Well, not the fast, not the quickest, but like the most ideal strategy in terms of traffic. You can make this supers to softs work. Don't do it. Anyway, you're just losing too much time for you trying to do the overcut. So yeah, supers to mediums. If you try super soft, lose too much time. Of course, you can gain it back, but getting past cars on this track is immensely hard, especially with the chance of people leaving and causing the slipstream glitch. And if you try and two-stop, you're just going to lose too much time pitting more than once, and then you have to deal with traffic, and as I said, getting past people is immensely difficult, so like, it's worth it just to do supers to mediums, and that's just the most ideal strategy, because people can make the tires last long enough for that, but can't last any longer than that, if you know what I mean. So yeah, if you don't do the supers to mediums, I'd say you're out of the contention for the win.
Okay, yeah, great stuff there. One thing I will guarantee for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, there will be no rain, despite the name of the circuit. But what I was gonna, I forgot. I was about to say something now, I've completely forgotten. Yeah, 16 drivers have made it into the lobby so far. Not really sure we were waiting for, but so yeah, hopefully we'll get this underway. We did start the stream quite late, so I'm not really, don't think I really got a chance to get a pre-race interview at the minute. I'm not going to risk that, to be honest. If I start the stream earlier, I would have done. I think drivers are actually readying up now, so hopefully we'll qualify and we'll be underway very shortly to round off your week of round 3 PSGL action. So yeah, and we've hit the 15-second mark now. So yeah, hope so this is going to be underway very shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so here we are, the 12-minute session has begun, and as ever guys, don't forget to get your hashtag AskJPs coming in. We'll get to them if I can, if and when. So yeah, we'll see who will be the first one out on track, and we'll try and pick him up. So Ash can do his usual thing. I think I see the Mercedes team getting ready. It looks like AMK. Let's see. Oh, there's Ferrari coming out. Oh, it's Chicken Owns. No, it's not. Yes, Haas is out first. Not really sure what it is. It is Frizzo. So here's a driver doesn't get a very lot of airtime, but here he goes. So he wants some well, he does get airtime, but not for the right reasons. So we're going to stay on board with him. Well, for a couple of laps, his installation lap and flying lap. So yeah, I'd imagine everybody would be on. Sorry guys, I can't concentrate because it sounds like there's a vacuum cleaner in my ear with Ash's PS4. It's really off-putting.
Oh, sorry.
But anyway, we'll soldier on through these difficult times. Oh, McLaren going really ridiculously wide there. I don't know if that was chicken eggs, was it? Yeah, it must have been. But yeah, going back to Frizzo as he's in sector 2.
Should I just go through his lap?
Well, he's almost at the end of it now. He's only got one corner to go until he starts his flying lap. But yeah,
I'll just take it on here.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
So, first heading into turn number whatever the last corner turn is, and we're starting the lap, decent run, opening up DRS onto the straight, reaching speeds of about 201 miles per hour. Max fuel mixture into turn 1, braking as the curve starts, locking it up a lot. Second gear, get on the power nice and early, shifting through the gears, getting a lot of curve there as we navigate through to turn 4 at the last corner of sector 1, braking about 100-meter board, locking up a bit in 4th as we get the yellow flag. He's out 3, and that's a bit of a tank slapper as we head into the fast right-left. 5th gear through these corners, a bit of oversteer there, but he catches it, lock up into this hairpin, and now into this double left-hander, which is notorious for locking up, pun intended. Second gear for here, a bit of a lock up in the inside left DRS, open for the second straight as we head into this left-hander. 4th gear ideally, but the Frizzo chooses 5th. Making sure not to get that outside curve as we head through this right-hander and rounding off sector 2 as we head into the penultimate corner. 4th gear, a lot of curve taken there, which is interesting, not running too wide. And now into the last corner we go, braking about as the line starts, and 4th gear, nicely done, on the power nice and early, and this will be a 29th lap to start things off, but that's invalid. So next driver up, 28.9 by Chicken Buck gets swiftly beaten by Lars with a 28.8.
Yeah, some interesting tyre choices onto the podium and adventures on the medium tyres. Ray-Bay is on the soft tyres. So I'm going to stay on board with him at the minute, and so he's, I missed him, he just looks like AMK Future, as, I was going to put AMK to be honest. AMK has crossed over the line on the mediums. So it seems to be getting, if they could stay on those tyres, they're going to seem to do the reverse strategy of everyone else, start the mediums and then finish on the super softs. I don't know about you, I'm not sure if is there any, obviously you don't get track position at the start of the race, is there any advantage to that strategy?
Well, there's definitely an advantage as you pit, well, eventually you'll get the lead of the race. Of course, you'll be much slower than everyone else, but you'll have track position in the end. Once you pit, you're on the supers, ideally, or the softs if you can't make them last, but you will be immensely quick by the end, which allows you to just run off. But the disadvantage of that is you having to overtake other people. Now, as we saw in other leagues, if you're faster, that doesn't always mean you'll get through to the car ahead. I did some practice sessions in Belgium earlier today. I just couldn't get past Blizzard as he was just defending too well. So if you are stuck behind someone like, I don't know, someone like Brome, maybe someone like, I don't know, onto the podium, then you will be, sorry for my language, fucked basically. But you can't do anything there. So, but you'll have to basically rely on your tires to carry you through.
Okay, so obviously it's only halfway through the session, so the guy has got plenty of time to change their mind, as I'm on board a Reese at the minute, who has not set a lap yet, but he's about to cross the line, and he's binned it. So that was a complete waste of time staying on board with him, but never mind.
Oh god.
AMK's out of fuel. Ray Bear, I imagine he's gonna pit.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. So yeah, this is the point. When people come in after they've done their laps and get ready to start their new laps after they put a fresh set of tyres on.
Yeah, blah, next one on track.
Oh yeah, I'll go on board with him, and yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so this is obviously the start of his lap. So Bois, former F6 champion, not really found his feet in F3 so far in the 2 seasons, or 1 season and this season. Yeah, he's found times difficult, but you know, opportunities may arise. He wasn't racing last week, so hopefully he'll have better fortune here tonight, but we shall see. As he's not set time yet. Ooh, slap oversteer there.
Big slap. But well, we'll see what has. I think I don't know what word I would say to describe it, but I don't think. I think Bois could release some of his inner potential. Like one race and just surprise everyone, but for now he's struggling to get even the 1 point. So I mean, disappointing for him as he runs very wide, so that's definitely going to cost him a lot. So yeah, making some mistakes, but hopefully Bois can arise to hopefully be a much faster driver with lots of potential, but you never know. But yeah, we'll just have to wait. Some people will gain pace in the next game, some people lose pace in the next game, so Bois could be one of those people that just skyrockets up and into P9, so not too shabby.
No, top 10 is always a good place to be, as we see people actually changing from the medium tyres and then decide to put on a set of soft tyres instead, which I suggest that would mean a 2-stop strategy, maybe, but who knows, unless they're not going to run the soft tyres at all. But anyway, you also see how things play out. They're still in the pits, so got plenty of time to change their minds.
Well, I mean, the thing is, if they can't make the supers to mediums work, which I mean, you should theoretically be able to make them work, but if you cannot, then I think them switching to the supers is a surefire way to detect a 2-stop.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up Chicken Owens because I think he's gonna be the first person to set his second flying lap, I believe, in the McLaren. Got a soft spot for McLaren because I obviously drive a McLaren myself. So yeah, hopefully he can get closer to his uncle this time round. He had a bit of a disappointing last time out in Brazil, but here we go. Tonight's another night as he's currently in P6. Had a bit of slap. What?
He could not improve on that lap.
I thought that was his. I thought it was his out lap, wasn't it?
No, that was his lap.
Oh, was it? I beg your pardon. I thought that was his out lap. Okay, I'm going to go and forward someone else. Last game retired.
Yeah, he got P2.
So he's giving up the ghost already. I'm not a fan of people retiring out on track, but it is what it is. I can understand why we do it, but as BUA9 retires, he's content with P11 by the sounds of it. Looks of it rather. So
I
yeah.
mean, P11 isn't that bad of a place to be in. You get free choice of tires, and well, it could eventually work out like we saw with Oogie in FP. But of course, track position always key, and well, if you can make it work by the end, if you can get P1 or like a high position by the end, that's all that matters really. It's how you get to your end position, not where you basically the end is where it all matters.
The end is nigh as Throne pits, so he's content with P4 at the minute. I'm missing a load of these quick laps here, I'm sorry to say. The booster though, he's coming around the last corner. What is he going to do? He must be on a flying lap. Currently in P5, and he... I bet it must, yeah, doesn't go up any sort of place. And Chicken has not improved either.
Oh, yeah, that's just screwed him over, yeah. He's gone very deep, yeah, that's gonna lose him a tenth or two at this point, lost back end, and yeah, he's done. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, okay, so Chulo has got pole position as it currently stands. I've missed all that. I've missed that and all of that. I know people retiring left, right and centre. Pavlovic initially had pole, but Chulo is currently the pole sitter. Ray Baber coming around the last corner.
Well, Chulo has shown promising pace around Bahrain. I mean, I've seen screenshots of it flown out in that free chat, so it's interesting.
Ray Baber goes P4. I'm trying to find the next person to cross the line. I think it will be Frizzo is the next person to cross. Oh, hang on, where's the Ventures? No, Frizzo will be the next person to cross the line, I believe. Still
Jake,
quite.
This is a bit off topic, but I feel really emotional with McLaren. I have an F1 calendar in the kitchen, just set up, and on this month there's like a picture every single new month, or like of the F1 cars, like in a moment. And this month it's Jensen Button's McLaren going through like the corner after Lowe's hairpin.
Alright, okay, well, President gets P9. Where's Pavlovic? He must be crossing the line. Roundabout now.
It seems like a decent lap. It is. Is that pole? No, it's not.
It's
that's
third.
That's third.
Chicillo gets pole, I believe. Yeah, going back to your Jensen Button thing. Oh, here we go. Yeah, go over that for us.
So, Chulo gets pole position for himself. He must be really happy with that, but lining up beside him is the Dutchman of Lars Gaming. Behind them is Pavlovic, Sao Paulo, and Rebe. From in 5th, lining up beside Reese. Bookster in 7th with AMK and 8th. Brizzo in 9th, in the top 10 with Chicken in 10th. Rounding up the top 10, Aaron in 11th, Notorious in 12th, Avengers 13th, onto the pony in 14th, Chef in 15th, Chichion 16th, and Bois lines up in last place.
Yeah, so good result for Chulo there, and one advantage he will have is no rain, so he's gonna enjoy his pole position. But while we wait, go back to your Jensen, but pretty much the coolest guy on the planet in my opinion, and I think his 2011 Canada race, I've always said this, probably one of the best races of all time. And I'm not gay, but if I was gay I'd probably fancy Jensen Button, to be honest, but anyway, it is what it is. So anyway, yeah, yeah, I kind of like thrown myself like that. Yeah, so we're just waiting down now for the start of the race as the guys select their strategies with 5 seconds to go. So yeah, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Ash will go over the start of the race for you.
Sure, so let's get this race.
Lag.
Race starts, lights out, and away we go. Chulo gets a decent start of the line, Lars bogging down a bit. Now Pavlovic will go side by side with him into turn 1. This car is going 3 wide. Out of the back is that Mercedes going side by side there in the back. Ferrari of Lars trying to defend from Pavlovic in P3. Manages to defend for now, but now looking back through the field, Frome and Rebe going side by side. Boogster might try around the outside, but Frome goes a bit wide, has to leave space on the outside right now. Side by side into the fast right left. Frome leaves space, he should have just shut the door there, but manages to keep it in the end. Now Boogster 7th with AMK in a Frizzo in 9th in the points, thankfully for him. Chicken in 10th isn't gaining many spaces as Aaron in 11th, Adventures in 12th. Chia going for a move into P15. With side by side with an onto the podium, a damage onto the podium indeed. But we come back to the front. Chulo leads the race from Lars Gaming, but he's pressured by Pavlovic, and Reese cutting it back to P5, 1.3 seconds behind the top 4, already making a gap there. Frome in P5, Rebe in P6, the Boogster in P7, NMK in P8, Frizzo in P9, Chick in P10, Aaron 11th, Ventures in 12th, gap to Notorious in 13th, with Schweb in 14th, a damage onto the podium. Schweb has also got damage, Chia in 16th, and Bois all the way down in 17th with front right damage.
Yeah, sorry, go on board with Pavlovic a minute.
Yeah?
What is he doing right now?
He's going straight into turn 4.
Is it normal? Because he's...
Oh, sorry, cut you off. Lars going side by side with Chulo. Pavlovic tries to get the move done, can't do that, but Lars all over the back of Chulo. Sorry.
Yeah, okay, something's really weird. Sorry guys, this is just me.
Oh, Pavlovic makes the move from the inside. So sorry, JP, but Paul makes the move on the inside. Tries around the outside of this double left. Has to back out there. And oh, Lars hits the back of Chulo. Chulo has to go wide, but now Lars has damage. I think Lars has to let him through. Now Powell will go behind. He's got off track. Now Reese, great shot from him. Looking behind, Lars and Powell go side by side into the next couple corners. Lars going very, very wide. That allows Reese up into P3. Now Paul into P2, but Lars now getting pressured by Frome. So sorry, JP.
No, you carry on. But no, something's really weird is happening on my screen. But I'll just call it as I see it. Yeah, so yeah, after a great start by everyone, it was a bit carbon fibre flying off in other places, but as Frome gets the fastest lap of the race, as he's right behind. Oh my God! I tell you what, Ash, if you were seeing what's happening on my screen right now, it would confuse the hell out of you.
Oh my God! I can just see but Reese tries to move around the outside of Powell. He's making it stick. Contact though between those two as we head into sector 2, and Lars tries to get back Powell but cannot make a move, so Reese up into P2 with Powell in P3 and Lars in P4 right now, but side by side action with Lars and Frome trying around the outside but can't make it stick, and now Rebe might look for some juicy action up in front.
Yeah, yeah. I just need to apologise to you guys because what's happening on my screen at the minute is really bizarre. But it's kind of thrown me off guard a little bit. But I'll be professional and call it as I see it. Anyway, so yeah, interesting strategies going on here. BUA9, I'm pretty sure it started on the mediums originally, but he's got to go on the soft tyres. AMK in P8, he's got on the soft tyres, or he started on the soft tyres, so the first runner on that alternate strategy. So interesting to see how the different strategies play out. I'm going to try my best to stay off Pavlovic because it's just...
Rebe making a move around the outside from sorry again, JP. Rebe might look a move on Lars, but from on the inside, Rebe's still there, losing the back end of it. That slows down the whole pack, so that might allow AMK on the inside of the Boogster. So Rebe unsuccessful for P5. Oh, that's just wide by Boogster. Oh no, that's very aggressive by the Boogster. Yeah, swiped right now. AMK in danger of losing P8 to Brizzo, but down behind. Even more action. Chicken goes wide, then tries on the inside of Adventures contact. Loses front wing, and now side by side with Aaron into this double left. Side by side, Aaron gets the move done, but oh, major contact.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a bit of a side swipe by Boogs there. Obviously, he didn't check his mirrors, but there's a massive train coming from basically, well, all the way from last gaming. Basically, there's a massive train that's throwing his right in his gearbox now, and he's trying to make a move into the last corner. He's going to get close enough. The arts is obviously enabled. No, it won't make a move.
Let's cut to Powell. I'm sorry for this, but he could be making a move on Reese, DRS and Slipstream and Rich Fixture.
I can't stand Powell of it. It is just making my screen shake.
From back on Lars, now on the inside on Lars. Lars tries to stick around the outside, can't make it stick. So Lars loses P4, and now it's under pressure from Raybay.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if there's anybody in the chat.
Bookster. So smart, JP. You can put.
It's okay.
Every time in. Oh my! I feel honestly bad for doing this, but Bookster tried to move for P5, I believe. No, P6, and he's done it. But now he's challenging for P5 of Lars. Can't make the move stick yet, so he just has to stick behind.
Yeah, there's a couple of people in the chat have commented on that Sauber. Oogie's having a seizure apparently, so sorry about that. It is weird. No other car on track is doing it. But anyway,
he seems perfectly normal for me. But
I know, which is really odd. But anyway, Lars Gaiman under severe pressure now from the Bookster. As they're coming down now to the last corner, I believe it is, yes.
Technically the penultimate corner, but you know, everyone classes it as the last corner because, you know, reasons, obvious reasons.
Yeah, so DRS will be open, nobody has left the lobby yet, so Slipstream is still here as he tries to move on the inside, the next corner. And he gets that move done as the Bookster makes his way up into P5 as he tries to chase.
Oh my god! Side-by-side action, 3 rows of side-by-side action. So, for front row, Bookster and Lars. Bookster still on the inside. Sorry, JP. Lars on the outside. Still trying it. Oh my god, Bookster. Can he get himself into P5? Yes, he can, and he's in P5. AMK, meanwhile, gets P7. He might try to look for Lars as contact is made. No damage, thankfully, but they'll lose time. And now Lars and Raybay go side by side. Raybay gets that move done, but behind. Oh no, Raybay has gone very wide. And loses out into P9 as someone gets a 3-second time penalty. That's Raybay for exceeding. Oh no, that's not good for him. But that's going to be tragic for Raybay.
Yeah, not good for the Mercedes there, but they made up 2 positions on that Ferrari, only to lose it again. Well, AMK made his way through, but not so fortunate for Raybay. He had all hard work done. Oh my god, yeah, he's losing the back end. He had a tank slapper and he's right behind the benches and under pressure from Frizzo, of all people. But yeah, he did all the hard work by getting the manoeuvre done, but went very deep into that tight hairpin. So let's see what he can do when he's behind the benches now. As Ventures himself has got DRS over last gaming, we could go 3 wide in though. Ventures on the inside. Oh no, that's very clumsy. That is very clumsy.
That allows Raybay through though, so that was. Raybay is really enjoying that. Lars gets additional damage, but he's not going to give up. Even with that damage, he's going to try around the outside, but that damage is too much. And now Frizzo has to ride over the curb. Thankfully, he keeps P10, but just barely.
Yeah, and that midfield battle as Frizzo looks to go on the inside of Lars Gaming, and
Frizzo tries it around the outside.
Yeah. But no, has to settle back.
ABS.
And
No ABS.
Aaron will try and get past Frizzo now himself.
Wait, someone's lost damage. I saw carbon fiber. I'm pretty sure she can add damage already, but I'm not sure, so maybe. But
yeah, so who's doing really well here? A&K is having a great race in P6 with soft tyres. And he tries to...
Frizzo made contact with Larson now. Aaron will try on the inside. Now,
fastest lap by Polovic. Oh!
Yep, shoves him off wide. Yeah, just shows him where. There. Just shoves him off wide, saying that's my position. Don't even try fighting it. And now Aaron tries it on Lars, up the inside of Lars. Now Chicken also tries it on Frizzo. There's the rows of fighting. Frizzo tries to defend from Chicken, manages to, but now Notorious tries for P12 and onto the podium as a defend from a Chia on the inside is Chicken still trying to defend that P12, but eventually manages it, but that wing damage is costing him.
And then all of this, ladies and gentlemen, oh my god, that sailboat is still shaking, but Pavlovich has made his way into P1 despite his vibrating car. Yeah, basically, I missed all that, unfortunately, but these the top tier have got me away. Oh my god, Reese had him. Oh no! I caught the tail end of that. He spun round and he's done exactly what I did in FP on Tuesday night, and he's got severe wing damage as Aaron gets past him as well. Not good though. He's running very well in third place. He's got his teammate right behind him now. But yeah, Pavlovich, like I said, oh my god, I can't even stay on him. As Chulo goes into the pits.
Yeah, so Chulo trying to do the undercut. Oh my god, Reese is losing immense amount of positions and onto the podium, taking avoiding action, and the Ferraris are going to double stack into the pit lane. One has to pick their front wing, the other might not, but might still. So yeah, front wing change for Lars and Reese. So this is going to be immensely long for both the Ferraris. This is not a good race. But one thing I'd like to point out, Reese did that all by himself. Nobody assisted him in that spin. It was just Reese getting onto the curb, spinning the wheels, and yeah, that's the cruelty of this track. If you go too wide through that left-hander, you can't afford to get on the power that much, or else you're just spinning your wheels, and that's it for you.
No, I saw that incident, and yeah, you're right, it was all on his own. I'm afraid to say, guys, I can't give the leader any sort of airtime because it's just ridiculous, honestly. But anyway, A&K has made his way to third place, and he's doing extremely well. I did mention that a couple of laps ago, but his booster, he's made a really past his booster as well. A&K actually closing down Throne as he tries to nurse those super soft tyres to his pit stop, which he's pitting now. So he moves his way. Oh my god. Oh,
so Pavlovich into the pits.
Okay, that is just weird. That is just weird. Anyway, yeah, I've kind of lost place. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, let's go on to something more stable, shall we say? Something that's not trying to give us seizures and cancer at the same time. Well, for you at least. I think I've already got cancer, and so that's why he's stable for me. But anyway, that made no sense. But cutting to P4, Adventures on the back of Ray Bay. Adventures has damage, Ray Bay doesn't.
Yeah, onto the podium, Chicken owns pits.
Pavlovich and oh my god, Pavlovich and Chulo going side by side. Chulo in P9 trying to make a move on Pavlovich, squeezes him wide. Pavlovich tries it on the inside. Chulo leaves him room. He's on the outside, but Chulo gets that move done for provisional P1, and Pavlovich has to just stick with it for now. But this is going to be an intense battle for the lead now.
Yeah, it's crazy. I kind of want Pavlovich just to crash out because he's doing heading. But anyway, the Boogster is closed down. Well, he's still within a second of AMK, but Boogster has not been pitted yet. Actually, he pits now, as a matter of fact. AMK into the lead of this race. So yeah, Throne has got about 3 seconds off his gap, so he's made time, but not really as enough to chance for the lead.
Pavlovich has got the run. Pavlovich has got the run on Chulo.
Well, I'll let you describe that.
Yeah, Pavlovich going for a move onto the inside into turn 1 on Chulo. Will he get that move done though? As Chulo tries to come back at him round the outside. Pavlovich has to leave room, and they're fighting, lots of room given there, but Chulo comes out on top. Very clean and fair fighting, but Pavlovich tries it back on the inside. Chulo leaves the room, and now it's Chulo gets that run into this chicane, and Pavlovich has to stick behind for one more lap.
Yeah, so yeah,
I'm so sorry to put you through this.
It's just really weird. Yeah,
I think we could put Daruda Sandstorm through, like on that car, and just make an edit of like Pavlovich and Daruda Sandstorm.
I tell you what, in about 2-3 seasons now commentating, I've never seen anything like this before. But anyway, so MK, like I said, hasn't pitted yet. How long can these soft tyres last?
I think a good 13 to 16 laps or so. So I mean, they should last. But I think he's just going to lap 13, pitting onto the mediums, I'd say, as Ray pits in.
Yeah, he's going to go onto the mediums, I suspect, and indeed does so.
Cutting back to the seizure man, Pavlovich. I'm sorry. Pavlovich trying to make a move on Chulo. Chulo defending on the inside, but Pavlovich spots a gap, goes on the inside. Chulo just not covering the inside. So, down the inside, Pavlovich went. Now on the outside and the inside once again, Chulo will have to defend round the outside. But will he be able to defend? He only has his front wing in there, but I think Pavlovich has got that move. But no, Chulo comes back at him, has the front wing in, but no, he just has to tuck in. And Pavlovich has got the net lead of this race. But now Chulo looking everywhere for that move on the inside now, having to ride over that giant curve, and Pavlovich gets that move done and dusted, I'd say. Chulo has tried everywhere, but that's it.
Actually, if I stoneboard a Chile, it's not too bad, but yeah, so but anyway, so in all of it, I suppose Aaron, I haven't seen, has Aaron stopped yet? No, he hasn't. No, the top 3 have yet to stop. So Pavlovich is the net lead of this race, and all that battle in Flying Throne has gained a lot of time there actually, so he could mount a challenge for the victory as AMK does finally make that pit stop, and he goes on to a set of mediums.
Yeah, well, let's see where he comes out. He won't come out in the battle for the lead yet, I don't think, but it'll be interesting to see where he does come out. He comes out about 4th actually, 5th in the end, so 5th, 6th by the end of the pit lane, so not too bad of a position, I'd say. So I think Aaron has a shot to win.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of fresher tyres, but he will have to make some overtaken manoeuvres on the Boogster and Flying Throne. So yeah, I mean, there's actually quite a lot of battles on track actually. Taurus and Cheetah, as in fact Cheetah goes inside of Taurus, and yes he does, and he gets, oh no, Frizzo doing Frizzo things. Yeah. He would have thought he'd be the first one to retire, and doesn't let us down. Yeah, tried to tried to make some advantage of that battle between Chia and Notorious and got it completely wrong and lost a lot of up ring, puts him into the wall, losing the wheel. So yeah, that was great timing by the commentator there as
Chulo. Chulo make him move on to the last quarter. Sorry.
No, it's alright.
Chulo tried to move, but got a lock curve and was unable to make a move yet. But now DRS open once again, heading into turn 1. Pavlovich doesn't cover the inside, he just leaves the door wide open. Chulo makes the move on the inside. Rebe goes fastest, and Chulo has just taken that move. That move was like taking candy from a child, literally that easy. Barely any effort was put into that move. It was just literally on the inside, brake late enough, get the apex, block off P2, nicely done. That was literally nothing.
Yeah, so yeah, great move there by Chulo. So yeah, Reese gets a 3-second time penalty, and I think Ray Bates at the fastest lap of the race last time around. So yeah, AMK now right in the back of Boogster and Frome. So Frome under a lot of pressure now from the Sauber and the Mercedes, and actually it's not too bad for Mercedes pairing at the minute, P5 and P6. So yeah, we're not doing too bad as things stand. So yeah.
Oh, speaking of them, AMK makes a move on the Boogster, and well, the Boogster will try come back at him into the last corner. Has his front wing in there, but no longer does. He just backs out of it, thinks wiser of it, tries to get a better run, but AMK, the traction he's got is immense. I mean, that run was amazing, and now the Boogster tries to get DRS, but AMK has DRS and slipstream already. The Boogster can't do anything behind it about it, and well, AMK will now chase down Frome.
Yeah, I mean, both the Saubers are playing mind tricks on me. I bet that second Sauber of the Boogster had 2 wheels on it for a second. But anyway, it's just bizarre what I'm watching tonight. But anyway, AMK tries to chase down Frome to get into P3. As you can still see the battling going on in front in the distance. He will have DRS after this hairpin, but he might get the move done before then if he's a bit late on the braking. Oh, and he does so, and we'll probably have DRS for good measure.
Yeah, well, yes, he does have DRS, and Frome has to stick behind, but I don't think Frome will sell with it, and he will definitely want to come back at him. But JP, I know this is torturous, but you know what to do.
If I go and board with Chulo, it's not too... Oh, actually, you can't see anything in a minute. Oh, there you go. If I go and board with Chulo, it's not that bad. Oh, actually, no. It's terrible. It really is terrible. Even he's doing it now. Oh, no, hang on, because I was on the wrong person. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad.
Oh, my... Okay, well, Pavlovich tries to get DRS and slipstream on Chulo. Might try move on the inside now. Too far behind. Sorry for wasting your time there.
No, it's alright, but the top 5 all in an eye shot of each other. So it's a great battle as Frome looking to get back past AMK now.
Adventures and Chia. Adventures making a move on Chia. Chia defends that pretty well, and Adventures 6 behind, but Chia defending into turn 4 on the inside. Adventures will have to try it around the outside, but will he be able to? No, he won't. He tries to switch back on Chia, but it won't work. He just doesn't have the run, and Chia defends P9.
Yeah, that's great stuff there. This is for the 2 points in the championship. As last game, he's having a good recovery drive actually. I expect we'll have to pit again, I believe so, but he's in P7, so he's not doing too bad. And we've actually gone through the halfway stage of this race, so this race has gone incredibly quickly. I spent most of the time just trying to avoid watching Pavlovich, but never mind.
Never mind, because you have to come back to him.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, well,
go on.
one thing I find is Chulo is getting much better runs through the last quarter. He's saying the most ideal line, getting onto the braking on the road and going on the curb and then turning it back. Enough of that. Chulo defends on the inside as Pavlovic tries it around the outside. Chulo trying to defend on the inside, does that successfully as Pavlovic can't make the move through the switchback, so he just has to stick behind.
Yeah, that's great from him. So I'm just reading some of the chats in the comment. We're reading the comments in the chat there, but never mind. Yeah, enough of that. AMK now only 1.3 seconds behind this parent, so he's catching them quite quickly. Now he's got past Throne, so he stretches his legs a bit. If Throne's still under pressure from the Boogster though, as what's just happened? Oh no, something really no, for a second AMK was in second place, but no, it's gone back to normal. So I'm going to just go down the field a little bit, see if I can find some more battling. There seems to be a lot of battling going on in the rear end as Chicken owns and onto the podium there as well. So you've got a battle for 9th place, 9, 10th, 11th and 12th for the rear end of the point scoring positions. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There's the left hand side of the screen saying MK's in second place, but no, he's not. No.
Anyways, the Boogster could try and move him from. I don't think he will though. A bit too far behind, so he'll just have to stick behind for now. And yeah, not many battles up in front, but the battles down behind are somewhat exciting. I mean, they've died down now after a lot, but well, I hope that MK can get involved in this battle for the lead and drag the pack behind him, so we can have about a 5-car battle for the lead, which should be entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's all kind of, they're just kind of following each other around the track at the minute. Not many overtakes being done at this present stage. Maybe it's a sort of track where overtaking is not the easiest. Oh, mind you, there's a lot of opportunities, but we just seem to be following each other as it stands. But Chicken Owns now has got a great run here on Cheetah, but you know, can't do anything about it yet. We'll have DRS. As Adventures is starting to pull away ever so slightly. So he's actually made his way past Cheetah and all that. I missed that. So he's in P9. So yeah, all kind of within a few tenths of each other. There's not really much gearbox action going on.
I will be trying to move on too low slightly, unable to make it work though. I'll stick on board with them for now.
Right,
we'll notify. We'll notify if anything happens, but for now, everything seems calm.
AMK seems to drop back a little bit into clutches of Throne and the Booster though, which seems a bit odd.
Yeah, but they're all gaining. In the end, they're all gaining. So, I mean, it's turning out into a top 5 battle for the lead.
Yeah, but I can agree more. Ray Bay, about 3 seconds off, doesn't seem to be gaining very much at a minute. So yeah, it seems with 10 laps to go, the top 5, current as it is, seems to be will be the top 5 end of the race. You'd think.
Well, in what order?
In what order? That is the good question.
Oh, Pavlovic tried it around the outside of Chulo, but he's unable to make it work. His patience is running out as he's now trying for lunges at this point. He has slipstream on Chulo in the end, but oh, he can't make it work as he's nearly pushing Chulo and onto the straight. Chulo goes on the curb. That's going to cost him a lot of time as Pavlovic will try it round on the inside. A bit of a tap from Chulo. Now DRS, no slipstream but rich mixture will put him through on the inside, but Chulo will have to try and defend. on the inside. Now will turn into the, yeah, he'll turn into the inside, but can't make it stick. So now he falls into clutches on an AMK. He could try it on the inside for turn 4. Yes, he does. He tries it on the inside. Chulo has to leave room. This is costing him both time for P1. And AMK really needs to get past Chulo quick if he wants to challenge for P1 as Torres gets the 3 seconds time penalty. And Chulo keeps P2, but I think that's it. No, it's not. AMK tries to move, but I think that's it. No, AMK, not AMK. Chrome and Booster having a battle up in front, but really, I think they just bottled the win there, Chulo and AMK through that battle. That's allowed Pavlovic to pull out a lead, and AMK still tries it for the lead on the inside, has made the move done, and he's up into P2 and will have a hefty job for him to chase down P1 Pavlovic. Now 1.7 seconds ahead. That's nearly a second 1.2 seconds gain from AMK and Chulo battling.
No, but AMK does have some fresh tyres on him at the minute compared to Pavlovic. Obviously, maybe let's let it stop. Yeah, so Booster and Throne we're having a good old battle, but Throne managed to keep in that 4th spot at the minute. As God, I'll tell you what, I really feel like I've got a headache actually just watching this race because of that bloody car. But anyway, last game he makes a pit stop for the final as he puts on some super softs. He's going to come out in P12 at a minute. I'm not. Yeah, he will come out in P12. But yeah, that battle between 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th seems to have fizzled out a little bit, so I'm going to go back up to the front as the Booster still trying to make his way past Throne in a minute. As you see, Chulo and AMK still battling out in front. Reese gets the fast lap of the race. So yeah, Chulo in the slipstream now of AMK. We'll have to go around the outside. No, cannot get that move done yet.
You know what they should do? They should really, I think they should stop battling. I think they should just work together momentarily to catch Pavlovic. In the end, they want to win. They both want to win. That's why they're battling so hard, because they want to win. So if they can just work together, slipstream each other, and try and like work together, they will gain more out of that and will have more of a chance for the win. But Chulo will still try. On the inside, he's got the move done, and AMK into P3 now, but 2.2 seconds now. After all that battling, I think they've just lost that win.
Yeah, it's. I think you're going to ask a lot between drivers from 2 different teams to work together. There's also their teammates and things, so I don't think you're going to get that in a race. This frame runs slightly wide there. Might be under pressure now, but no. And that's back between Chulo and AMK. Has allowed Throne and the Booster to catch up ever so slightly. So yeah, AMK did gain about half a second on Pavlovic, but he's lost all that time now by falling back into the clutches of Chulo, who was in the DRS zone. So yeah, as a Throne right at the back of AMK now. So a 4-way battle going on here.
Yep, and this is going to be interesting. I mean, if they can, I mean, I know it's a tough ask, but in the end, if both drivers want to get a win, they'll have to work together. I know it's hard, and I know it's painful, but if you want to win a race, you just have to get a partner and just try and slipstream off each other, switch positions on the straights. You'll gain more time out of that. You'll gain on a driver ahead that doesn't have any slipstream, and it will work out in the end. You gain so much time, but I mean, these guys, they just want to battle out for the highest position. They do not have the trust in each other to work together.
Well, what we're doing in a minute is providing us with some great entertainment, so we should be thankful for that. As Bookster, no, not close enough yet. But so yeah, I mean, as it stands, you think Pavlovic will win this race? It's still about 7 laps to go, so anything can happen. But it's going to be a great battle for the podium here between second, third, fourth, and fifth place. Ray Bay's gained ever so slightly, but not really enough to put himself in a battle yet. As Boogs are running slightly wide there. Yeah, gone.
Yeah. The thing is, right now, Chulo doesn't have the pace to catch Pavlovic. AMK doesn't have the pace to catch Pavlovic. I think it's gone for them by, I mean, if they can slipstream off each other, I don't think they'll get them by the end, so maybe if they're out right now, I think that's the best they'll get. But AMK looking for a move, tries to round the outside, and yeah, they definitely warriors fighting it out on the battlefield. AMK tries to move on Chulo. Chulo comes back on the inside, but AMK down to P3. You could make him lunge into turn 4. Yes, he does. Up into turn 4, makes the lunge, pushes Chulo a bit wide, and up into P2. There he is. 2.6 seconds from that battle for the first 4 corners. 2.7 seconds. 7 attempts lost.
Yeah, through all of that, Reese has had an incident. He's about to make another pit stop, so he's in stone dead last place at the minute. As Chulo and AMK still battling out. AMK runs slightly wide there. That'll give Chick an opportunity. We'll have DRS as well. As they're all in DRS of each other.
Yeah,
oh, the Bookster! The Bookster! That's got past Frame. Frame ghosted for a second, and the Bookster's made his way into 4th place. So, opportunistic move there. Frame went into AI mode for some reason. I can't, and he's right. Ray-Bay, that's allowed Ray-Bay to catch right up. So, Frame having some technical difficulties there. So, that's put him back into 5th place.
Wait, is it me, or on some cars do I see some graining going on? I'm not kidding, but like on Chulo,
Ray-Bay goes past Frome.
Ray-Bay, yep, Ray-Bay, go and make me move on Frome, up into P5, that's nicely done to him, but like, if you look, on Pavlovic or Chulo, I don't recommend on Pavlovic, but like on Bookster, on the top left, you kind of see a line. Like it kind of separates the 2 shades, so is there graining?
Yes, I can see that. Now you're pointing that out, but
Chulo mainly.
Yeah, well, obviously they've been battling furiously for several laps, so no matter how good the tyres are, that is going to have an effect. As Frome now looking to try and make up for his mistake on the last lap, losing 2 positions. Yeah, we're about half a lap of each other, and find himself in P6. So yeah, the Mercedes P2 and P5, so good constructors points for the Mercedes team at the minute. But yeah, Pavlovic that lead now going to about 2 seconds, so gaining slightly, but not really anything significant. Pavlovic now just needs to bring that car home.
Yeah, he can't really risk much at this point. I think he needs to just cruise it home. Lap 26 now, 4 laps left. It's literally just driving it home. Of course, keeping up the pace, but making sure not to push too hard that he balls it.
Yes. Yeah. So. This battle between Ray-Bay and Frame is put him out of touch ever so slightly. I'm going to go and board back on the Bookster. He's found himself right behind Chulo. So this will be the final spot for the podium. But Chulo himself will want to try and get back that 2nd place from AMK.
Well, AMK is gaining, but he's not going to gain enough by the end. So, I mean, as that battle started for P2, the battle for P1 ended.
Yeah. And the Boogster now has got a great one on Chulo. We'll try and go down the inside of his corner. No, Chulo cuts him off. Rightly so. And AMK now is starting to stretch his legs a little bit. He's over a second now in front of Chulo. So he's going to try his hardest to chase down Pavlovic, but I'm afraid to say it'll be to no avail, I think. As the Boogster now will have DRS and Chulo, but try and get the move down before then, but no, thinks a bit of it. He'll try another day. He will have DRS, but he's lost ground ever so slightly as Chulo gets great traction out of that last corner.
Yeah, well, I think Boogster will still get him in the end. I mean, DRS, slipstream, rich mixture. He's going to look for the outside. Why didn't you just dive on the inside? He's going very wide. 72 yellow flags for something as that's Raby and Frome getting into some issues, I guess.
But I don't think that's set to 2 though. It was on set to 2. I don't think that was on set to 2. But anyway, oh my god. Just saw some AMK driving to some smoke there. Looks like Pavlovic had a lock-up, but no problems caused as Frome. But yeah, he's got back into P5 now. So I missed that unfortunately. But anyway, Boogster still trying to get past Chulo.
Yeah, Boogster. I don't think Boogster will try and move yet 3-7 times on blah, but don't think it's worth for Boogster to dive up the inside here. It's never going to work out. You just don't get the run. You don't get anything from there. So you just gotta wait really for the main straight or turn 4. That's basically the only place you can overtake. Of course, there's also the possibility of turn 7 or 8, I'm not sure, but the one before the double left, but you know, that's ambitious.
Yeah, interesting the Boogster's tactic there, to try and go around the outside to the far right hand side, or left hand side, but he's going inside now.
Yeah, going for the inside.
Oh, wheel banging.
Banging wheels with Chulo. Up the inside he goes with the Boogster, and he manages to pull it through, and he's up into the podium positions.
Yeah, that's a great move for him. Only his second race of the season in the F3 grid. So he's on an amazing wing to the pole position with 2 laps to go. As Pavlovic 2-second lead now over AMK. And Raby still trying to chase down Frome. But they're swapping positions all the time. And
yeah.
Go on.
Well, yeah, I think AMK, even though he gained a lot of time, I think it's just that point where his tires have run out, Pavlovic's tires have run out, and they just can't gain anything anymore. So I think he's just trying to put the race to bed at this point and just cruise home for most of these guys.
Yeah, so coming down to the last corner to start the last lap of this race. It looks like it's all 7 done, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of result. As Frome now right behind Chulo. As I said that, spoke too soon.
Yeah, Frome making a move on Chulo. DRS on Chulo as we head into turn 1. Great stuff from Frome, getting the perfect run into turn 1, and Reese gets 3 seconds out of the Raby. Really ambitious, tried the move, didn't work out. It's the last lap, they have to try everything. Raby has to try it into turn 4. He's got the straight line speed. Into turn 4 we go. Chulo has gone the brakes perfectly, but Raby has got the perfect run, and Chulo drops down to P6. 3 laps to go. He was up in P3, and now 3 laps later down in P6.
And all that has allowed Aaron to catch Rock to the back of his battle, but I believe it'll be too late for him to make any sort of move. Oh, and he goes wide there on that hairpin and losing some ground. So MK gaining on Pavlovic, but to no avail. So Raby will try and see if he can get past Frome now, but it's difficult to see if any manoeuvre can be done now. It looks like it's going to be too far away. and and Aaron going really wide there on that corner. So I'm going to go on board with Pavlovich, unfortunately. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Oh my god, it's like it's like it's got Parkinson's.
Pavlovich comes home to win the Bahrain Grand Prix. AMK will come home in P2 with Bookster in P3, rounding up our podium. Chrome in P4 and Ray Day in P5 at 2.5 for Mercedes Chulo. In an unfortunate P6, he's got rear left puncture, so he's really had a bad day. As Aaron comes home in P7, Adventures in P8, Chicken P9, and onto the podium, rounds off the top 10. Other finishers include Cheetah, Lars Gaming in P12, Schweb coming home in P13, Notorious a good ways back in P14, and then Reese in P15 with one P16, and Frizzo the last of the finishers.
Yeah, so that is your Bahrain Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. Just waiting for Notorious and Reese to cross the finishing line. A yellow flag in sets of 1, 2 and 3, which is amazing really, if you can think about it. So yeah, that is the... Oh my god, I've got a cartilage on the pitting straight. So yeah, while I look over the podium celebrations, I'm going to allow Ash to invite the guys onto the podium.
Sure. Let me just plug my phone into charge. And then, who's on the... Okay, so, Pavlovich, Bookster, and AMK. Just give me a minute.
Yeah.
I have to suggest them.
Yeah, okay, well there you go. That is your Bahrain Grand Prix. That is the final standings. No penalties. Well, there is penalties, but Ray Bay and Cheating Cheer, but the top 4 haven't got penalties, which is pretty cool. So yeah, awesome stuff. Right.
God, PlayStation takes so long. It's so glitchy. Okay.
Have you invited MK?
Yeah.
Alright.
I've suggested him.
So, bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. We'll just see if guys will be in the join us in the podium.
We'll just have to wait and see, but not sure if anyone's joining.
Well, we'll give it a couple of minutes, and then if not, we'll go.
Yeah.
Future AMK has joined. That's one person we're going to interview at least. Well, I think Ash, we'll just start with AMK while we're waiting for everyone else.
Yeah, sure. Well, congrats AMK on that P2. Oh, Pavlovich. Okay, yeah. Never mind. So, AMK will have to delay you, but Pavlovich, or just Pal. GG on that win. Congrats to you two for that podium, and well, Pal. Oh, Bookster's here. Oh my god. Congrats, you three, on the podium. Congrats, Paul, on that insane victory. Well, Paul, you started, I believe, P2 or P3?
P3, yeah.
Yeah, P3, and you managed to get yourself the win. How do you feel?
Pretty good about that one. Mainly because of the driving. Me and Chulo were doing some things that should be illegal in some countries. Some of the corners we were going side by side in should not be allowed. But yeah,
Okay.
Chulo say GG to him. But I mean in a good way, not in a bad way, in a good way.
Okay.
Like, it was so good driving on both parts. Like there are not many drivers can do. So it's nice to see.
Okay.
Yeah, good win. I just basically waited for my opportunity to strike, and then I pounced because I knew AMK was catching, so I knew I had to get a move on. Otherwise, he would catch me towards the end. But, yeah.
Yeah, well, do you have any worry, like, do you have any worries about getting that P1 or, like, getting stuck in the battle and, well, getting pulled out of the battle?
I just wanted to keep my wing intact, really. I made a bit of a mistake on my final quali lap in the first turn, so that kind of put me a bit further down the grid than I should have been, I think. But I just needed to make sure that I managed my fuel and managed my tyre wear, because I was close to getting a puncture at the end. I was on about 76%, 77% in the last lap. So I just needed to manage my tyres, manage the fuel, and just try and stay away from AMK, which is not that easy.
Well, thanks for that. I'll come back to you later, but, yeah, next up, AMK, well, you managed, after a couple struggles, to get P2 in the end. Tell me how you managed to get P2.
I was like, so the whole race, my fuel was just completely wet after the first stint, so it was hard just to get past Chulo, but as soon as I got past him, it was just, whenever he kept trying to come back and forward, it just lost me so much time. The power pitch was just kind of ruined the chance of getting a win, but besides that, it's still a good position to get for the points.
Yeah, you got stuck in the battle with AMK, well, you got stuck in the battle with Chulo. Do you think that battle cost you the chance of the win?
I think it might have, because soon, like I had to run lean like for a lot of them laps, but as soon as I got rich, I was catching up the Palovic as I seen on the indicator. Then as soon as Chulo started battling with me again, the thing he just got away, kept getting away, so we got more of an advantage.
Do you ever consider trying to work together with Chulo to possibly like catch up to P1, or did you just want to? Yeah,
I was trying to like work with him, but he kept going for unnecessary moves sometimes, and I had to just pull away from him just to try and see what I could do.
Okay, fair enough. Thanks for that. Come back to you later again. But finally, Bookster. Well, you in the end, after again some struggles, you managed to get P3. So tell me, how the hell did you get P3?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know myself how I got the podium today. I had great pace, and that's basically.
Well, I think Chulo got puncture in the end, and you managed to catch up to Bro. Any comment on that?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, got a punch. I didn't know that.
Okay. Well, JP, I won't quite. What? Wait. Okay. JP, you can. Well, do you have any other questions?
I will, but I'll do it at the end.
Okay. So last question, Paul. You next track is Belgium, a legendary track. But do you think you'll be able to succeed at Belgium like you managed to in the past 2 races?
I do like Belgium. Belgium's one of my favourite tracks, actually. So hopefully I can do well there as well. Bahrain, pretty decent track for me. So I was kind of hoping for a podium, but Belgium, Top 5, I'll be happy with top 5. I'll be going for a win, definitely.
Cool. AMK, same question.
Yeah, Belgium's also a very strong track for me, but like the worst thing about it is I have to do my dad's up weekend, so it's going to be a lot different play style than I do when I'm actually here. So it makes it harder for me a little bit.
Okay, and Bookster.
Sorry, I didn't hear the question.
Okay, no problem. Where do you think you'll finish Belgium and your opinions of the track?
I like the track a lot. It's my home Grand Prix, or I'm half Dutch, so it's kind of my home Grand Prix. But I will be happy with a like point, I guess.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, JP.
Yeah, just thought I'd mention there, there's 1-3 for Sauber there, so some decent constructors points there. Yeah.
Come on.
I was only going to ask you guys about your thoughts on the Grand Prix today. So I'll start with you, Paolo.
Well, what did you expect? It was pretty good. Ricardo did well, considering any problem. And it's a shame that Alonso to retire. Pretty much that's all I've got to say, really.
Yeah.
Nowhere to overtake, as usual. I mean, might as well just get rid of it, the whole track, to be honest. I'll make the cars a bit smaller, but I don't know, not a big fan.
No, I can understand why. What about yourself, AMK? What did you think of the race today?
I thought it was like, near the start it was like a boring race. As soon as Ricardo got his issue, it kicked up a lot more. And then like the only real one incident was with the clerk and yeah. Besides that, it's just not really feisty, not really like for a change, no full safety car, which is a bit odd.
Yeah.
Okay. Booster, anything to add to that?
No.
Sorry guys, I got a shoot.
Yeah, okay,
But,
no worries, mate. Good luck on the win,
Cheers,
and see you next week.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Cheers.
Yes. Right. Okay, so yeah, thanks to the guys. And again, GG on the podium. I'm going to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. I will hope. Well, we'll see you next week. Hopefully, normal service will resume, and we won't have any cars split in two and shaking all which way and every way. So yeah, hopefully we won't have any of that. So yeah, I'll see you guys same time next week. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one.